I believe that in Mexico, the confusion about product management and product ownership begins when companies start looking for a PO because they are doing Scrum, right? So that's how they call it. But in reality, what they need is a product manager, not a PO. So could you describe for the audience the difference between these two roles?
Yes, it's a big question for sure. And honestly, it's not just Mexico. This is a problem in a lot of the world, really a lot of the world. Even in the places outside of the major tech areas, I've seen it as a problem. What I think the higher order thing is going on is that it's not that they moved to Scrum so they need a product owner. It's that they are not really a technology company, and they are now realizing that technology is a very important part of what they need to do. And so they realize that technology is important, and they're trying to figure out how do they change to be a tech-powered company. Of course, there are thousands of Agile coaches out there that tell them, oh, the way you change is you implement Agile. And of course, we all know. And I want to be clear, I recommend to companies, if they're not on Agile, what are they doing? They need to move. However, Agile doesn't fix any of these issues. It doesn't fix any of these issues. It's not about Agile at all. And so they get confused. Now, what happens is, of course, Agile is sort of the forcing function there. Agile says, oh, well, you need this product owner role. And they don't have any of these product owners, and they don't have product managers either. If they were a tech-powered company, they'd have product managers, even if they weren't doing Scrum. Mm-hmm. But they don't have any of that. So then they look, well, how about we take a business analyst and make that person a product owner? How about if we take a project manager and make them a product owner? And so they are looking for people to fill this role, product owner. Now, because Agile, and we do have to be careful because a lot of people say Agile and mean very different things. Just to be clear, when I say Agile, I mean Scrum, Kanban, XP, some blend of that. I don't mean any of this sort of bull BS Agile, like safe or less or any like that garbage. That's just marketing. That's not Agile in any way. So we put that away and we say, but when they move to that process, it's a development process. These are delivery processes. These are what your engineers do. It's ways to help them work to get more stuff out. That's all fine. But it's not, product management is not really there. The only real intersection there is the backlog. Of course, product manager is responsible for that backlog. In Scrum, the product owner is the one who's responsible for prioritizing that backlog. It doesn't mean they have any of the skills to create a good backlog. It just means they're the administrator of that backlog. So companies get in trouble for two reasons. First of all, because Agile doesn't address any of these harder issues. And the second is because the people they put in the product owner role are not what they need for coming up with good stuff to build. Now, Agile didn't cause that problem, but Agile sort of makes it worse because most of the Agile coaches have no idea about this. It is completely new to them. They've never worked actually on the product role. They've never worked in the design role. They've never worked in a good product company. So they don't help it. They usually make it a little worse, but it's not their fault. That's what I say. It's a broader issue.